Hey, Marky Judge Marky. Like I said, I'm used to that, and it's early in the morning. Um, Let me explain something briefly. The same. The Chinese Wall, it's a financial term. That means at no point in time can individuals know exactly what you're working on, and there can be no communications. They make sure, the government, members of the military to be specific, make sure the Chinese Wall stays intact. I've never broken it. But no one can know what I'm working on, given the Chinese Wall. Fact. Yes, the military can. Yes, the government can. True. That's about it. And yes, also Germany was approved. That's my knowledge. Yes, Germany was approved. True. How do they keep? I'm not getting into it, but they keep my phone tapped. If you want to get into specifics, my phone's tapped. Yeah, I allowed it. A wiretap, yes. On my phone, so they can hear me all the time. They do that to anyone's phone. They're not going to, because you're not that important. In the grand scheme of things, that were you importance or threat to the government? Probabilities you're not. So you could care less. You're not an employee. You're not a threat to the government, so no, they don't care about that. Just saying that so people don't get paranoid. But as to my phone, yes, they can actually tap it. They did. They've kept it tapped for years. I always have to keep a cell phone on me. Everywhere I go, true, because my phone's tapped. I bet it's just a wiretap, but the U.S. Marshals get a wiretap. The CIA does. This is kiddie school. Yeah, they wiretap on me. I just keep my cell phone on me. But this whole battle of what's going on with companies that I own 30% or more shares, 30% of the shares outstanding, or the same as a stake, is what I was trying to say. I don't think they're being forthcoming to employees about what my role is. That's the truth. I'm not lying. I don't think they even admit I work there. So why would I tolerate that? Why would I tolerate the shareholders, the employees not knowing that I exist, or my role at the company or corporation, and my importance? Obviously, if they're not telling people, it's not that great. So if my role's not that great and I have very little input, I don't see the point of holding on to them. If they're up, they're up. So that's always my motto. There's no great love lost there, because I don't know. It's just a rock in a garden 5 miles away. That rock plays very little importance in my life. I could care less about it. But it was kind of cool looking. Walk up, check it out, walk away. So what? I looked at it for a little while. So I owned shares for a little while. So what? But it plays very little importance. As to investments, yeah, that's the big deal. Not necessarily, I haven't invented or created, allow that one. That's an old term, changing to created, and that's what I was saying, because that's a newer term. But anything for companies or corporations, for the most part, in a long time. No, I'm not joking, that they would actually have as a tangible product. So there's no anything. I haven't come up with anything new. So there's no importance in me holding these companies or corporations. I'm not running them, so there's no importance in me holding them. I don't do anything with them, so there's no importance in me holding it. I mean, if they're up, then I should be able to sell, because I don't do anything with them. And that's what they need to let employees. I'm a benign, a very much benign shareholder. They may have, then there should be no massive panic attack about me selling. And that's the truth behind it. I don't see this panic attack. Because what they're letting people know is, no, he's benign. He doesn't play any part in the day-to-day transactions of the company or in the long term. I mean, other than the venues, and that's still mine, building the stadiums, so what? But that's it. So what's the big deal? And what's the panic attacks getting injunctions? At benign, there'd be no reason for it. And that's the truth. What's a grandiose reason for trying to prevent me from selling when it's benign? They've let employees know that for 30 years, that it's just benign. They didn't even release my name. So what's the big deal? This is Judge Mark Nunez signing off.